Hi. Now I am taking business taxation of second year BCom. Under that, computation of gratuity. So the problem is like this. Mamata retired from service on May 31st, 2020 after serving for 28 years and 7 months. Her last drawn salary is given 18,500. So this is the last drawn salary. She was entitled to receive the annual increment of rupees 300 in the month of November. So increment is rupees 300 which is due in the month of November 2020. She was receiving DA of 20% of her basic. So DA is 20% of basic. She has achieved a sales target of 24 lakh during the last 10 months period to the month of retirement on which she received a commission of 1%. So it is clearly given she is receiving 1% commission on sales turnover of rupees 24 lakhs. She received a gratuity of rupees 5,60,000. Earlier, she had received rupees 35,000 as gratuity. So earlier she is receiving 35,000 gratuity, which was taken then exempted from tax. Compute the taxable gratuity if she is covered and not covered under the Act. So this is the problem. Now we can solve the problem in case of first case, that is if she is covered under the Gratuity Act. So computation of taxable gratuity. Computation of taxable gratuity. So rules. First we have to write actual gratuity received. Actual gratuity received. It is given in the problem. Gratuity received is 5,60,000. So actual gratuity given, it is 5,60,000. Next we have to deduct less exempt under section 10(10). Within bracket we have to write least. Under that number A, actual gratuity received. Actual gratuity received, it is same 5,60,000. Once again, she is covered under the Gratuity Act. That means the rule is 15 days salary for the completed years of service. For the completed years of service. Completed years of service. Here, salary we mean his last drawn salary. Basic means his last drawn salary. Then DA should be added. So here it is given last drawn salary is given 18,500. So 18,500 plus DA 20%. So 20% of 18,500, it comes to rupees 3,700. 3,700. So is equal to 22,200. Once again, 15 days salary means 15 by 26. 15 days salary means 15 by 26 into number of completed years of service. Here it is given 28 years and 7 months. Once again, if the month is more than 6, we have to round off. So 28 years, 7 months is given. So we have to write 29 years. So into 29, we get 3,71,423. 3,71,423. Then the last rule is statutory limit. Here once again, if any gratuity received in the previous year, which is received in the previous year, it should be deducted from the statutory limit. So actually statutory limit as per the income tax it is 20 lakhs. Here it is clearly given earlier she received rupees 35,000 gratuity. So from this 20 lakh we have to deduct the gratuity received earlier, that is 35,000. So So we get 19,65,000. 19,65,000. Here we have to see which is less, 5,60,000, 3,71,000, 19,65,000. Whichever is less means it is 3,71,423. So we have to deduct 3,71,423. So taxable gratuity is 1,88,577. 1,88,577. So if the SSA receives 5,60,000 gratuity and if she is covered under the Gratuity Act, then taxable gratuity will be 1,88,577. So 5,60,000 gratuity receive ಆದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕವ 1,88,577 ಗ್ರಾಜ್ಯುಟಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಆ ಗ್ರಾಜ್ಯುಟಿಗೆ ಅವ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಉಳಿದವನಿಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. So this is if he is covered under the Gratuity Act. Second case is if he is not covered under the Gratuity Act. If he is not covered under the Gratuity Act. Under that, first we have to calculate the 10 months average salary. First we have to calculate 10 months average salary. So next one is computation of or calculation of 10 months average salary. 10 months average salary. So if the increment is given, we have to divide the basic into two. One is with increment, another one is without increment. With increment and without increment. See here, last drawn salary means it is the salary drawn at the time of retirement. Retirement time alli avanige sikkida salary 18,500 and the increment is due in the month of November. That means this amount, this last drawn amount includes the increment amount, that is 300. So with increment is we are receiving with increment 18,500 into. So easy method, it is May, take its previous month, it is April. So from this date, that means increment date November till April. So November, December, January, February, March, April. So it is 6 months. So we have to multiply by 6. Then we get 1,11,000. Here it is 1,11,000. So without increment means 18,500 minus 300, that is 18,200 into 6 months. So we get 72,800. 72,800. So total basic salary will be 1,83,800. 1,83,800. Now here it is given 20% DA and in this problem it is not given whether it is not given that DA enters into retirement benefit. So it is not mentioned about the DA enters into retirement benefit. So problem alli kodlilla DA retirement benefit ge bandide anta. So assuming that it not enters into retirement benefit. So in this case we should not take into consideration this DA. Leave the DA. ಆ DA ರಿಟೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ 24 lakhs, then commission is 1%. So we have to add commission. If once again, if percentage of commission is given, then only we have to take it to consideration. If the amount of commission is given, then don't take it. That means they should give 1%, 2%, 5%. Then only we have to take it into consideration. If the total amount, for example, if it is given commission 20,000, then don't take that 20,000. But here it is given 1% on 24 lakh. So we have to write 24 lakh into 1%. 24 lakh into 1%, that means 24,000. So add it, we get 2,07,800. This 2,07,800 is the 10 months salary, but we need 1 month salary, that is average 10 months salary. So we have to calculate average 10 months salary. That means therefore average 10 months salary is equal to 2,07,800 divided by 10, that is equal to 20,780. 20,780. One small change here, sorry. So this is 6 months, here I written 6 months. It is not 6, it is 4, because it is 10 months average salary. 6 months is over, remaining is 4 months. So this is calculation is correct. 72,800. Yes, here it is 20,780. So this is the 10 months average salary. Next step, we have to calculate the gratuity. So next, computation of taxable gratuity if he is not covered under the Gratuity Act. If he is not covered under the Gratuity Act, rule says gratuity received, that is actual gratuity received, it is given 5,60,000. 5,60,000 less, as it is exempt under section 10(10). Within bracket we have to write least. That means least of the following. Under that number A is actual gratuity received. Actual gratuity is received is same, 5,60,000. Then second one is he is not covered under the act. So the rule is half month salary. Half month salary for the completed years of service. For the completed years of service. Here we already calculated the salary. See the note. It is 20,780. It is 20,780. Here half means 1 by 2. Here half means 1 by 2. Then completed years of service. Here we have to leave the fraction of the month. That means 28 years and 7 months means leave 7 months. Only take 28 years. So into 28. So we get 2,90,920. 2,90,920. Then C is statutory limit. Once again, statutory limit is 20 lakh. But we have to deduct the amount earlier received, that is 35,000. So within bracket we have to write 20 lakh minus 35,000. 20 lakh minus 35,000. It will be 19,65,000. So we get 19,65,000. So least of the following is 2,90,920. So least of the three is 2,90,920. So deduct from 5,60,000, we get 2,60,080. 2,60,080. This amount is the taxable gratuity. So if she is not covered under the Gratuity Act and she is receiving 5,60,000, her taxable gratuity will be 2,60,080. She should pay 2,60,080 rupees tax for receiving the gratuity of rupees 5,60,000. So over. Thank you.